멀리 멀리 날아가고 싶어. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another Incursio the Gamer Dungeons & Dragons quick build video. Today we have with us Gregor, Sinner number 13, Potential Man, the Bug Man. Of course, guys, this is the final Sinner of the 12 Days of Sinner series, where we focus on the lore of a character rather than their base, ID, and ego. Now, of course, do leave some comments down below. It's truly been wonderful reading them all, and I think the format's going to change from here on out. We're going back to the old traditional, the IDs, and we might tackle Roland, we might tackle Moses sometime down the line, and yeah, here we are today. We have Gregor, Sinner number 13, the Cockroach Man, and I can't wait to get into him. So without further ado, let's do it. So Gregor is the protagonist of Canto 1. He's good-humored, a smoker, and was previously affiliated with the Smoke War, probably on the other side, where Otis was fighting on one end, Gregor the other. He fought for the old G Corp, and what is it? Herman is his mom? Dude, Herman can get it. Anyways, yeah, no, Gregor is probably my favorite sinner right after Don Quixote. He's very kind, he's very caring, he looks out for Sinclair because he's the youngest. He gets shipped with Rodion a lot, makes her feel special, hopefully, maybe. Calls Dante Manager Bud, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that title, Manager Esquire, Manager Bud, those sorts of things. It's nice little flavor text. And, he goes paired well, he's paired well with Yuri, he's paired well with Rodion, he's paired well with, Dante, and pretty much everyone. He's just an overall good guy. And I like this guy. I like this. He's so chill like that. He's so amazing. And, of course, being part of the old G Corp, he has that bug arm, and he also has his pet cockroach. I think it's like Pablo? So, yeah. Anyways, let's get into Potential Man here. Gregor, Sinner number 13, Male Simic Hybrid, a Blood Hunter 5, Rogue 1. Now, I do realize this build is what the hilarious original name gave me, and yeah, I did kind of, take that into consideration, decided it was better than what I originally had planned. Now, what I did have planned was, Variant Human, because I didn't know Simic Hybrid existed, and, I'm not one to usually delve into Blood Hunter, but this one I felt was, I suppose, well-fitting, because Order of the Mutant really does work. And, guys, I had like Barbarian Path of the Beast or something up there. So, yeah, it did fit the bug arm stuff, and of course the ego that does fit, even though we're not looking to base IDs and egos today, it did work. But this is just a new and improved version, whereas the other one was working on maybe like 70% Gregor, this is more like a 95%. Let's talk about our stats now. Strength and Con will be your highest stats, of course. Dex and Intelligence are... These ones are kind of a minimum here, Intelligence especially to subclass Rogue. And Dexterity, it's there. You really don't need it. It adds to Initiative, which is important, don't get me wrong. And of course, Wisdom and Charisma are dump stats. 30 Walking Speed, 15 AC, 1 Initiative, 69 hit points. Nice. And, this guy is pretty tanky. He is a frontline fighter. He did fight in the Smoke Wars, guys. I keep thinking, Gregor's just another guy. He's just another, cool, guy from the Czech Republic. And, yeah, no, he likes smoking a lot. But no, he's straight up a war veteran. He's seen horrors beyond his comprehension. And, yeah, poor him. Intelligence, Dex, Con, Proficiency in Saving Throws, because you do take Resilient later on, and 10, 11, 13 for Passive Senses, respectively, Dark Vision 60 feet. Here are your proficiencies. Let's talk skills. Acrobatics, Athletics, Insight, Intimidation, Investigation, Stealth, and Survival. Now, these stats, they're not bad. Acrobatics and Athletics, it makes sense because it's a baseline for Limbus Company, and Athletics is really high because he was a soldier. I did put the expertise from Rogue into Athletics and Survival, as you guys can see, and Survival, he survived the war. Stealth at a disadvantage, he is wearing armor, but all this advantage stuff, it is mostly just because recalling information about Fae, Fiends, or Undead. And really, you won't see much of that in play, especially if you are in a 12-person campaign with the Limbus Company, or actually 13-person campaign with the DM playing Karen and Virgilius. So, yeah, mostly you are here to be a tank and deal a little bit of funny damage. And speaking of which, let's talk about our actions. So you have 2 attacks per action, your Unarmed Strike, and Grappling Appendage's Unarmed Strike. This is significantly better, and this is the equivalent of your attack action. What you're pretty much everything you're going to be doing for attacks. You have your Dash, Disengage, Dodge, Grapple, Shove, as well as Mutagen Craft, and yeah, this is going to be interesting. So if you have one or more affecting you, you can use an action to focus and flush the toxins out from your system, and we'll go over those later. You have a bunch of recipes that you can pretty much just delve into, just go crazy with. bonus actions, you have Blood Curse to the marked, Blood Curse. Yeah, next attack roll you make against the target before the end of your next turn has advantage, so that's pretty good. Crimson Right, you deal extra damage, which is good, and then Consume Mutagen takes a bonus action. Those, I believe, are in features and traits, so we will definitely be looking into those. And some of them are like, oh, you gain some bonus damage. Some of them are like, oh, I think they have some debuffs with them as well. Like, oh, you get disadvantage on death saving throws, which is fine. I don't think Gregor will ever reach there unless, you know, Dante fails to do his job. But yeah, reactions, opportunity attack, other sneak attack, because you two take that one rogue. It is a good little bonus 1d6 damage. Blood Maledict, invoke Blood Curse, extra damage, of course, extra attack, sneak attack, yeah. And limited use, you've seen it all, so let's go to our inventory. Alchemist Supplies and Scale Mail. You don't have a weapon because you don't need one. You are the weapon. They hired you for the Smoke Wars, and you are the weapon here. So, of course, you have a backpack full of gear, and let's talk features and traits now. Starting off with our class features, Blood Hunter, Acrobatics, Insight, Survival, of course, Hunter's Bane, you take Intelligence, because that is the highest of Intelligence Wisdom. Now, Blood Maledict, yeah, extra damage, of course. Blood Curses, extra damage, of course. Dueling, now, there's an argument that can be made here. You're technically not wielding a melee weapon with one hand, because your one hand is the melee weapon. So, talk with your DM about this one, +2 damage bonus damage on rolls. So, I mean, technically, this over here, I believe it's like 1d8 plus 5, or 1d6 plus 5. It's 1d6 plus 7? Oh god, no. But yeah, no, that would be most ideal. So, of course, moving back to our class features, Crimson Right, the Order of the Mutant really is what you want here, because you gain a lot of formulas for mutagen craft. Now you can consume it with a bonus action, end it with an action. You have Vermilion, Potency, Embers, and Unbreakable. These are all pretty complex, but then again, I mean, it's fine. Resistance to bludgeoning damage and vulnerability to piercing. It's a plus and a minus. I mean, good stuff. Resistant to fire, vulnerability to cold. Kind of makes sense for a cockroach, I feel like. I don't know if they survive in the cold, but they do survive in very, very hot weather. Yeah. Strength score increases by 3, so 23 strength is pretty good. However, disadvantage on dex saving throws, which is fine because you do take proficiency in it with your, I mean, yeah. Feats are very useful, guys. Very, very helpful. Vermilion, you gain additional use of your Blood Maledict feature, however, you have disadvantage on death saving throws. So, Blood Maledict, as you guys did see earlier, is up here. Yeah, just extra damage. And guys, who doesn't like extra damage? So, of course, moving on from that, I mean, Resilient feat, you put it in dex. Real good stuff. Even though it is only 12, it's still useful. And of course, extra attack is nice. Now, for Rogue, you put it in stealth because, I mean, what other stats would you put it in? Perception? I mean, maybe. I don't know if rogues have perception. They probably do. But expertise, athletics, and survival. These two I figured make the most sense. And of course, you have your sneak attack and thieves' can't. Now, species traits, Simic Hybrid, I don't have the official version. I had to grab someone else's homebrew version from the, I guess, homebrew market. It's free. Usually you're supposed to have 2 enhancements. I only have 1. I took grappling appendages because that's the only one you really need. But between all these extra little things, I feel, I guess Nimble Climber would be a good other one, or Manta Glide. But Manta Glide doesn't really fit in with the flavor, it only fits in with, you know, the abilities and stuff. So of course, moving on, Dark Vision, Languages, ability score increases. These ones don't really work into it, so it's fine. And feats. Resilient from Blood Hunter, Savage Attacker from Soldier. He was a soldier after all. So, of course, background, Strength score, Con score, naturally. Neutral man, completely true neutral, by the way. Male with golden brown eyes, medium size, about 5'6", which is nice. I'm reaching his height soon, I think. 130 some odd pounds, 35 years old, white skin, brown hair, and this motherfucker loves smoking, guys. This guy, I love this guy. He's so cool. Add whatever you want to personality, ideals, bonds, flaws, notes, and extras. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Gregor, Sinner number 13, and yeah, this is the final video of the 12 Days of Sinners. And after this, I'm gonna start working on actual D&D builds again. It's gonna be a weird transition. I'm gonna have to start working on bosses again. This is gonna be odd. Anyways, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, second favorite Sinner, Gregor right here. Love the guy. You know, I sure as hell don't wish to have his backstory, but he's probably the character I would play first in a campaign. With Hong Lu and I guess Don Quixote being like around the same spot, around the same tier of playability. So yeah, I guess I'll see you all in the next one. even though this is the final one. So, goodbye and good night. I'll see you later.